Let's go back to the story though, right? So boom, you pretty much said the second term went smoother than your first one, right?
Yeah.
So boom, you get out, and then this is when you start doing the content, right?
Yeah, get out after my second term, and now doing that 4 years, and before that I did like a year and 8 months, a year and 9 months. Now almost 6 years of just straight jail time. I'm 25 years old now. I heard every story. I heard everything. I know every gang. I did time with every person from Northern California, Southern California, Crips, Bloods, Cholos, even the white boys, i.e. Pickerwoods and the skinheads.
No dogs, no
The
bulldogs.
Bulldogs, all the Fresnecks, everything.
Oh,
So now
shit, that's what they call them.
The Fresnecks, the Bulldogs, everybody from Bakersfield. You know what I'm saying? All the essays out there and the white boys out there. Bakersfield got a lot of white boys too. Bakersfield got a gang of white boys out there doing their thing.
Yeah, I think they got their own little city out there, like Oildale or some shit.
Oildale?
Yeah.
Shout out Oildale. I'm fucking Bakersfield, Oildale.
How long were you out this time?
Between the second term and the third term, I was out. Unfortunately, another year, like 15 months.
Damn.
So between all my terms, I was out 13 months, and then the second one, and between that one was 15 months. So I did my first term, I was out like 14 months, and then my second term, I was out like 15 months, 16 months, and I did my third term. So I wasn't out no more than 2 years in between terms. It's the longest I've ever been out in the history, dog. I got out 2018. I've been out ever since.
Hey, congrats.
Thank you, Pops. Appreciate you.
So the first one was for assault with a deadly weapon. Second one was
carjacking.
And then the third one, what happened here?
Assault with a deadly weapon.
Again.
The same shit. Assault with a deadly weapon.
The same dad too, or what?
No. This is between a bunch of people that try to beat me up.
Oh shit!
I ended up beating a whole group of people up. It was the girl I was dating. Once again, over a girl. It was the girl I was dating. I beat up because she was my sugar mama. So at the time I was 26 or 7. She was already like 44. So she had kids my age. All her kids were my age. We're the exact same age, dog. Me and her daughter were like the same, born in the same week. So we used to be at Walmart or the store, and like the cashier would think me and the daughter are together. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you guys are a cute couple. And the whole time I'm with the mama. You know what I'm saying? So to make a long story short, dog, we ended up getting into it. Family, that's why, dog, I can't be dating anybody as women. And luckily now I learned my lesson. It took dating toxic women to learn how to pick the good women.
Respectfully, are the women the problem or are you the problem?
I think me and both. Both, dog. Because now, dog, now I did 2 terms. I don't know how to be in a relationship, dog. I started going to prison at 18. So now I'm 25, dog, 26, 27, dog. I don't know how to be in a relationship, dog. I had no practice at this shit. Everybody around me doesn't go to jail, so everybody had the opportunity to experience trial and error through relationships. I didn't experience that. And people who've did a lot of time know the same thing, dog. If you did a lot of time in the system, you don't know how to be in a relationship, dog. It's just something we just got deprived of, and we lost that. We lost that privilege, dog. Yeah, I guess you can say. Saying because now that I got out at 31 officially. 2018, that was my last time ever being in prison. So I've been out almost 8 years now, or 7 years. So now I know how to be in a relationship. I had enough time to learn. I've been out 7 years. I've been through a few relationships. I learned. But my 20s, I did all my 20s in prison. The only birthday I was home for was 21 and 26. I did 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. I did 11 birthdays in prison.
That's crazy, bro.
11 birthdays, my boy, between 3 prison terms.
So what happened here with you and the sugar mama?
So
hold up, before I get into this, was the sugar mama the only source of income? Like, was she really breaking you off like that?
Yeah, it was real life sugar mama. At that time, I was really in the streets. Now I'm a 3-time felon, 2-time felon, dog. Now I'm an real ex-convict. Now 2 prison terms. Now I'm 25, 2 prison terms, dog. Multiple felonies, multiple misdemeanors, a strike. Now I'm one of them young ones that's out with just a badass record. Now my mentality is prison. I'm a jailbird. We're gonna squabble. We're gonna work out. We're gonna do burpees. We're gonna exercise, and we're gonna live how we gonna live. And at that time, dog, I was still young. I was handsome. I didn't have all these fucking moles. I wasn't fat, but I always had the ability to get girls, dog, and get the good ones with money. And so my thing was, I don't want to be a pimp. I can be a boyfriend pimp. You know what a boyfriend pimp is?
Yeah, I just had a discussion with someone here yesterday.
There's a difference. You could be the type of pimp where you have girls on the blade. You have 4 or 5 girls on the blade, and they're making you money. Or you could be the type of pimp where you have 4 or 5 girls that got money already. It was a no-brainer. If I have 4 or 5 girls and I'm making them go hoe for money, I'm taking jail chances, penitentiary chances. I'd rather have 4 or 5 girls that got money already. They're just buying me shit. I don't gotta do no work. So it was like, but not everybody can do that. I'm handsome, I'm black and Mexican, I'm mixed, dog. So not everybody can have 4 or 5 girlfriends with money. Most niggas got 4 or 5 bitches trying to make money. So I went that route, and luckily it worked, dog. So now my whole hustle is just sugar mamas.
Was the sugar mama, keep it 100, was she attractive, or were you just fucking with her because she was?
I ain't gonna lie, my main sugar mama, my white girl, she was kind of attractive, dog.
You're talking about this 44-year-old, right?
Yeah, 44-year-old. She was attractive. She liked black people. She was a white girl, 100% white. But she was into black guys. All her kids were all mixed and shit like that. So she was the white girl all the blacks went after. She went after me because I was young. She wanted a young stud. You know, I was all tatted up. Back then, after my second term, I was all blasted up already. I was just really out there on the streets. So I didn't care if I went back to jail. I could survive in jail. I could survive on the streets. But I had these sugar mamas all, and they're taking care of me. They're buying me Tahoes. They're paying my phone bills. Back then, the iPhone 6 Plus was the newest phone on the market. I had the iPhone 6 Plus, brand new. Had 2 of them. I had like a 2006 Chevy Tahoe. They give me rent. Now I don't have to commit crimes. Now I'm living off of sugar mamas. I'm young. I'm ex-convict. I'm buff. Long ponytails, my boy. I look Samoan. I had long hair. Since
they're breaking you off, are you going extra hard, like to love on them and like really be on them, or is it just the same?
Dogging them out. I'm treating them like they wanted to be treated. In my eyes, back then, they wanted to be treated with love, but in my eyes, they all knew about each other. They're all each other's friends and shit.
Okay, so it's not like they didn't know.
Victorville was small, bro. And back then, Victorville it's really small, especially back then, dog. Before it started growing. So this is 2013, 14, 15.
So what was the situation?
14, 15.
What was the situation that happened that led you back in jail?
Prison. I pulled up to my sugar mama's house with another girl, and they started arguing. And her sons are my age.
My bad. Before you go into this, what occurred to you to bring another girl to sugar mama?
I just didn't care. I was just living my best life. I didn't care about nothing.
But she knew about her though, right? You said earlier they knew about
each other, but they didn't like each other. But they definitely knew about each other. They all had animosity towards each other. But that was just my way of living, dog. It sucks, and I regret it. And if I could go back, I would change it. That's fucked up, bro. I'm the type of person that now I'm not like that no more. I changed, dog. Now I had that shit done to me, so I know how it feels, dog, to be played and manipulated and hurt. I'm a grown ass man. I'm about to be 40 soon, so. But in my 20s, I didn't think about that. I thought about me, myself, and I. So when I pulled up to her house with another girl, I just didn't give a fuck. I was picking up my little homies. My little homies were fucking with her daughters. Now, mind you, she's already in her 40s. Her daughters are my age. Her daughters are in her 20s. So my homies were fucking with the daughters. I'm fucking with the mama. They're all just trying to get their dick wet and fuck. I'm trying to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I was ahead of my homies. I'm like, shit, you can fuck with all these, you know, the daughter. I want the bag. And back then, she was taking us on vacation, dog. She was paying for me and my homies. We'll go to the lake trips, rent jet skis, like that type of sugar mama. Not no pay my phone bill and let me use the car. I'm talking about real. We're renting trailers. We're going on vacation. We're buying cell phones just to take videos of, and then one of the homies keeps a cell phone. We're like, she's really breaking bread. She's buying the bottles, so I didn't treat her like she was my main squeeze. I just dogged her out. So I came to pick up my little homies that were fucking with my girl's daughters. The daughters were grown. The daughters were 27 at the time too. Yeah, they weren't like not daughters, but they were her grown daughters. So I picked up my little homies and shit, and I pulled up with my little side bitch, and then she seen it and she snapped out, dog, and then she started throwing rocks and shit in my car. She had an emotional breakdown. I fucked up, so she started making a scene, and then her big ass sons come out. They were all bigger than me, dog. They were black and white. They were mixed. They're big old corn-fed boys. They come out, they start tripping, threatening me. And then I'm the type of person, bro, I resort to violence. If I feel like you play me or disrespecting me, let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happened. I ended up catching a case for that shit. I ended up beating up like 4 or 5 people, dog. Like, I had 4 or 5 counts. I had one charge, but 4 or 5 counts. So when they do that charge shit, you can have like they could charge you with a felony, but it could be like 4 or 5 counts under that felony. So I had like 4 or 5 counts of battery, assault with a deadly weapon, GBI, now great bodily injuries. Those are hard to beat in court. But luckily, dog, I got 2.5 years for that. That was my 3rd term. Never went back since to prison.
And this 3rd term, where'd you go?
The 3rd term, I went to Delano. Now Tehachapi's S&Y. Now you can't go to Tehachapi no more. Now I'm a GP inmate. So now from I went to High Desert County Jail in Victorville. From there I went to Delano. And then from Delano I went to Ironwood to D-Yard. D-Yard GP level 3. Now I have points. Now I'm a 3-yard inmate. My 3rd term, they rank me up. So I go to Delano, chill in Delano for a couple of years, go home. Delano DR GP mainline, not the other, because it's split, dog. Nowadays, California, they like segregating this shit or splitting yards. Like half the yard will be S&Y and half the yard will be GP. I was on the GP side. You can check it. It's public information, dog. They can type it in.
Yeah.
GP all the way.
Was this 3rd term as lovely as your 2nd term?
3rd term, now I'm sick. My 1st term, it was my 1st term, whatever. My 2nd term, I was wilding out because now I'm young and I'm trying to prove myself. The 3rd term, I'm tired of this shit. Now I'm gonna be like, damn, in the back of my head, dog, I'm about to be 30 when I get out. Like, it's time to grow up. And something hit. It hit. Boom. It hit. I started doing a lot of reading, a lot of, now I started finding myself not hanging out with the youngsters and the high heads, but I started hanging around the OGs in the yard. I started hanging around the OGs, and then I seen what they were doing in California with the integration. They're trying to merge PCs with S&Ys. I'm like, it's time to grow up, and it's time to leave this shit alone because it's not the same no more. And I never went back to prison ever since. I seen how it was being funny. Politics were switching up. It was being soft. Now the weirdos were prevailing, and the weirdos were just getting in the way. And I feel like they're locking the real ones up. Because if you don't want to do integration, which means walk the yard with PCs, then they'll put you in a cell or access, dog. So if you wanted to keep that shit solid, if you wanted to stay GP mainline, and if you don't want to do integration, they're going to put you in a cell. So I started seeing how they were treating us GP inmates. They were treating us like the S&Ys. They're letting S&Ys have all the good yards, dog. All the S&Ys have the best yards in California. They have the best level 1s, 2s, and 3s, all the S&Ys. It's fucked up because California knew what they were doing. They were trying to get GPs to convert to S&Y by making it seem like we're the ones not wanting to comply, which we were. We're not complying with that shit. If you're a real GP mainline inmate or convict, you're not going to comply with that integration shit. So if you didn't comply, like I said for the 3rd time, dog, they were putting you in cells, locking you up in ACSIG like you were fucking up, or giving us the shitty yards. So when I seen that, I was like, jail's done. It's not the same. Now it's been almost 8 years since I've been in prison, but now now it's just all like free for all now. It's just all fucking weird in there. I heard it's like no politics type shit or very light politics. I haven't been there, so I don't know.
Yeah.